At this point, it's just gonna be me and Mr. Skeleton. You guys ever seen me at this angle? Maybe I'm just a bougie little... You've got to be joking. And I went on a dating app. It's horrible. Because the audacity. I'm not out here in the dark of the night. Why are you talking to me like you're gonna pay me for my services, sir? I will be a cat lady. I literally don't care. I'm done. It's tragedy out here and I'm not doing it, okay? Hi guys, hello, what is up? Welcome back. I love you. I hope you're well. I'm sending you good energy. Today's pick a card is going to be a pick a card on what new and exciting changes are happening in your life. We cover everything, you guys, okay? Without further ado, here's the clip of the piles. Right here. All right, you guys, these are the 4 piles. We have group number 1. Woo! Group number 2. Wee! Group number 3. And group number 4. If you guys need a moment to meditate on which pile is calling your name, now is the time to do that meditation. And if you guys want to pick more than one pile, I guess you can. I would suggest not to for this specific reading, just so you can get the clearest message possible. But yeah. All right, you guys have now picked your pile. Please go ahead and check out my description box where I've left you timestamps for when your reading shall start. With that, I will meet you in the reading. Hi, group 1. Welcome to your guys' reading. Welcome. I'm going to go ahead, you guys, obviously, and start off with the zodiac dice. We have Pisces and Aries. Hello, Pisces. Hello, Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising. We have Aquarius and Capricorn. Hello. Leo and Sagittarius. Pisces and Cancer. Hello, Pisces. Hello, Cancer. One more. Aries and Capricorn. Hello, Aries. Hello, Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, you guys. 7th house. Not 7th house. Venus, Jupiter, Uranus. Because Uranus is all about change. So I would look at that. All right. So I broke down the cards, you guys, at least the tarot cards, into specific questions. So each set of cards is answering a specific questions. And then with the oracle cards, it's like the newest and greatest change that's coming for group 1. So starting off with number 1. The first question was, what is going to be the biggest change occurring for group number 1, you guys? And I find this fascinating because the 8 of Pentacles, you guys, signifies learning. It signifies trying to master a skill set, okay? Trying to perfect something, working really, really hard, like really getting down to the nitty gritty and being like, look, how can I be better at this? How can I be better at that? For example, you guys, I'm seeing this as some of you perhaps going into your workspace and trying to figure out how you can get your sales up, how you can have better customer service, or how you can bring in more clientele. I'm just looking at this as us trying to us trying to perfect our craft, us trying to almost seeing this as you guys being a little bit critical of yourselves, or being a little bit of like, I could do this better, I could do that better, and going back and readjusting what it is that you do in your day-to-day. So if you're in school, it's us trying to adjust our studying schedule, trying to perfect that, trying to get better at how we study, trying to get more practical. Again, same thing with work. I don't know if you guys are like, if you're like a stay-at-home wife or mom or girlfriend or whatever, boyfriend, husband, whatever, that's possible for some of you. And then maybe you're trying to perfect certain things within your household. If you're not trying to perfect anything that's like outside of the home, it could be that perhaps some of you are trying to perfect like perhaps decorating your home, trying to make it feel more comfortable, trying to bring in the aesthetic that you desire. It could be that for some of you, you're trying to perfect yourselves, okay? So like your physical body or your mind, maybe you're trying to learn something new, but this is us working on something really, really hard, trying to perfect it, putting in a lot of time and energy into this, okay? So that is the biggest change occurring for you guys, group number 1. Now, next I wanted to talk about the career, okay? The career/school situation, right? So the 2 cards that came up for you guys in regards to your career/schooling or whatever it is that you're doing that is like in place of a career We have a spring day here. We have fresh, new, exciting energy, and we have alignment here, okay? The Two of Cups, you guys, talks about soulmates coming into union, okay? Something that is vibrationally aligned with you yourself, coming into alignment with that, okay? And it's something that you're going to be very excited about, something that you're going to feel like, oh, this is so great, this is amazing. It's going to feel very fresh as well and very new. So even if it's something that you've been working on for a while, or it's like you're not changing up careers or changing jobs, which I do feel like for some of you, you may be changing careers or changing what it is that you're doing during the daytime. For a lot of you, you're not necessarily changing it up, but there's going to be a level of like heightened, like it's heightening, right? So I don't know if you're making more money or if you're taking on more responsibilities in your career, if you're changing the environment, maybe your offices are changing locations, maybe they're putting you in a different office, maybe they're putting you in a different space, but it just feels very much, you guys, like excitement and fresh energy. It's like a nice spring breeze is going through your career slash education area of life, okay? And we're going to feel very at peace with this section of our life. We're going to feel very much like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, or this feels really right for me at the moment. Like I feel like I'm satisfied, I'm content with where this is. For some of you, this could even be you entering into your life purpose, okay? And I'm saying that just because, again, the Two of Cups does signify us coming into union with our soulmate. And because we're talking about the career slash school education situation, I can only see that as like you guys coming into a life purpose, okay? Or again, just feeling very content and happy and satisfied with your career, reaching new heights of success. Now, the next card the next question I asked was, what changes is occurring for group number 1 in their love life? And we have balance, okay? This is representing Sagittarius. So hello to all the Saggies out there. Love you so much. This card, you guys, makes me feel like you guys are really entering into a stage where there is more balance, more harmony. It feels very calming, right? So for some of you, this could be balance coming into your relationship. For those of you who are in a relationship, for others of you, it could be that there is balance coming in to your single life, right? Maybe you are taking more time or you have more free time to go out and date. Maybe you're meeting people who are matching your energy, right? So if you're someone who doesn't want a serious relationship and you just want to be like, woo, and have fun, it's very possible that you're coming into a space in your life where you're also meeting people who are matching that energy. Let's say you're someone who wants to have a very serious relationship and you're single right now. Perhaps you are meeting people who are also wanting a relationship. You're meeting people who also want what it is that you're saying you want. If you are in a relationship right now, maybe you and your partner are redefining your relationship and changing the structure or changing perhaps the responsibilities in the relationship, right? Because I'm just seeing this as us balancing out our love life. There being more balance, being more harmony. I can also see this, you guys, as you no longer trying to like make things fit that don't fit. Like what flows, baby. And like if it's not flowing, I'm a going. Okay, that's how I'm seeing this Temperance card in regards to the change happening in your love life, you guys. Now, I do just have to say, Temperance doesn't necessarily indicate travel, but Sagittarius is connected to this card. So when Sagittarius is connected to anything, I automatically think of travel. So if any of you guys were considering travel, which I am getting to that in a second because I did pull a card for travel, and if any of you guys are considering traveling, I would go ahead and encourage you to do that, specifically if you guys are traveling with a lover or with friends, okay? People who you love, right? Because we can love our friends. So I asked the question of, is group number 1 traveling? What's going on with their friends and their personal life? I combined these two questions because I kind of feel like they're a little bit synonymous. So what we got was the 3 of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. So the way I'm seeing this, you guys, is you will be spending more time with friends, but I'm feeling like, I don't know if it's necessarily like friends or if it's like acquaintances or if it's coworkers, but I feel like we're spending time outside of work, again, either with coworkers or acquaintances, but we're working towards a project. Maybe you guys have like a passion project, or maybe you play in sports, or you're in some type of I don't know, activity outside of work or school or the home. And I feel like you're coming together with those people. For example, if any of you guys are like joining a painting class, perhaps this is you coming together with those acquaintances from your painting class and like working on a project. If you guys ride horses, I don't know why I'm talking about horses, but perhaps you are hanging out with people who also go to the track and ride horses. I am feeling like for a lot of you, you are staying put. Like there is not travel necessarily, or it's not like long distance travel because we do have this hanged man. I feel like your friendships are staying pretty much the same or pretty much where they are currently at, because again, the hanged man is talking about being up in a tree. He's not moving anywhere. So I'm just seeing this travel and friendship situation as, yes, we are hanging out with friends or we're surrounding ourselves with acquaintances in a work type environment or in an environment where we are working on something, and our friendships, or perhaps lack thereof, is staying pretty much the same. So not too much change there besides the working on a project or collaborating on something. I don't know if any of you guys make music, or if you have like acquaintances or friends that you're making music with. That's another situation that could be going on. If you guys are traveling, again, I feel like it's short distance traveling, you know? It's not necessarily like, nah. But again, we do have that Sagittarius, so it'll be different for all of you. Take it how it resonates. Now, we have Jupiter, which is abundance, okay? So again, you guys, going back to our career and our school situation with the Two of Cups and the freaking the Ace of Wands, I'm just feeling like your career or your education is being highlighted in today's reading in regards to the new change that's coming in. It just feels like things are going to get really abundant and really exciting in that area of life, okay? This is expansion. So maybe you guys are even like, I don't want to say creating a side hustle, but maybe you are embarking on a side hustle, or maybe you are embarking on a passion project and then that ends up bringing you in some extra income. Maybe you guys are changing what it is you are studying, which will then eventually bring you in extra income. This expansion, though, with the Jupiter, you guys, again, makes me feel like for some of you, travel could be involved. It's possible. I feel like if it's travel, it's going to be travel that is like perhaps more spiritual based, or you're going to learn a lot from this travel. I don't feel like it's travel where you're like, woo, I'm going to go out every night and I'm going to, okay, and I'm going to do this and that and party hardy, okay? I feel like if we are traveling long distances, I feel like it's with a purpose, and it's, either for work or for spiritual purposes or to learn something, right? So expansion is taking place in your guys' life. That is the exciting change, and I do feel like that expansion is in reference to this Ace of Wands, to our knowledge perhaps as well, okay? The next card, we have freedom. Oh my gosh. So you guys, this may be in reference to this hanged man energy. Perhaps we are gaining our freedom. Perhaps we are becoming more financially independent, or becoming more independent in our relationships, okay, in our romantic life. This could also be indicating that there is, again, some sense of like freedom in regards to like this union in our career or in our finances. Perhaps freedom with our education, feeling free to study whatever it is we want to study. But I just feel like for you guys watching this, I feel like for a long time you have felt like you are unable to do what it is you're wanting to do because of limitations set before you that aren't necessarily your fault, or aren't necessarily things that were in your control, right? And I feel like those burdens or those limitations are being lifted from you guys, and you have this like open door. You're able to explore further and like expand upon what it is you're wanting to do, or expand upon what it is you are already doing. All right, you guys, we are opening up our hand, babe, and we're saying, yes, universe, I'm ready. Thank you. I appreciate that gift. We have receptivity, and it says, allow yourself to receive, allow yourself to give. You see how she's just like, yeah, that is my manifestation I called for. That's what I ordered. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you, Miss Mama. Okay, I appreciate it, universe. That's how I'm seeing this. You guys are open-handed, just ready to receive, okay? I do feel like a big change that's occurring in your life, you guys, again, is this happiness or is this feeling of contentness in your career or in your education or in whatever it is you're trying to perfect here with this Eight of Pentacles. I do feel like there is abundance coming into your life. I do feel like there is more balance coming into your life, and we have been manifesting this. This is something that we have asked for. This is something we've been like, please, 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 can you please give me this? Okay, and we are finally receiving what it is that we have asked for. I feel like this is because we are exuding the energy that we're wanting to bring in. We're no longer living in that space of like being desperate or feeling like needy. It's just, yes, this is what I deserve, this is what I want, and this is what I'm going to get. That's the energy that this card is giving me. So we are receiving our blessings. We are receiving our manifestations, you guys. We have the butterfly spirit, and it says transformation is beautiful. Okay, so you guys, I know this is a butterfly, but automatically when it's flipped over, I was like, ugly duckling story. It feels very much like a rags to riches. It feels very much like, again, going into that chrysalis, emulsifying, and then coming out this beautiful butterfly. Also, butterflies are connected to flying. Flying is connected to freedom. So we are, again, being released from that cage. We are going to be able to stretch our wings out and freaking fly, you guys, all right? So I want you to ask yourself right now, like, what limitations have been holding you back? Okay, is it your family? Is it your friends? Is it the environment? Is it your income? Is it work? Is it school? Like, what is limiting you? Okay, because we need to address that. That needs to be the thing that we're working on. That needs to be the thing that we are putting all our focus into. Because again, the biggest change that's occurring for us is this perfecting. Okay, this is a perfection card. We're trying to like master a skill. So I want you guys to ask yourself, what is holding me back? What is my cage? What is my chrysalis? How can I bloom? How can I help push myself out of this chrysalis? Because once you guys are free from that, I feel like receiving is going to be so much easier. Things are going to come into your life so much more smooth, without resistance. I feel like it's just going to be easy. We have companion here, and it says loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. Okay, so going back to that temperance, again, the companionships, this could even be in reference to friends, you guys, but again, I just feel like the companion is more in reference to like the temperance, but finding a companion, finding someone who is balanced with us, finding someone or finding a connection that's not necessarily one where we feel like we have to force it or where we feel like I'm putting in more effort than you're putting in. It's just a very nice, harmonious connection, right? So with this companion card, I do feel like you guys can look forward to having perhaps a deeper connection with the companions that are currently in your life, whether that is friends, a lover, perhaps even getting a pet. For those of you who are petless right now, you could be receiving some type of, I don't even want to say like an internet friend, but perhaps some type of communication with someone who's not physically around you that makes you feel more connected to just humans in general, makes you feel more connected to the network, right? I also feel like that companion card is in reference to like meeting someone or having a bond with someone where you feel very similar to them. There's a lot of like, we have so much in common, or we're so much alike. Like we get along on this, we agree on that. It's, I don't know, it feels very easy breezy. The last card I have for you guys is Taurus I have, okay? So I'm gonna just talk about it, right? Taurus is connected to Venus energy, you guys, so there's that. But Taurus is also connected to like the rich part of Venus, right? It's connected to accumulation. It's connected to gaining material possessions. It's connected to having like living in comfort, living in, I don't want to say luxury, but living in comfort, right? So with this, you guys, I am, and I know Sagittarius is connected to Jupiter, but I am feeling like this Taurus is here to reinforce the idea or reinforce the fact that the change that's occurring in your guys' life is an accumulation of more financial abundance. Everyone's financial health right now is different. So depending on where you are at personally, that's going to be different for everybody. What is an increase for some would be a decrease for others, right? So look at this in terms of like what's going on with you personally. But I do see this as us gaining more material possessions, or us gaining something in regards to like having more money or having more luxurious or comfort things around us. Now, you guys, we can also look at this as like us getting a new car, us getting a new phone, us spending money on something that's significant and gaining that new material possession, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead, you guys, and get some notes for you really quick. And I'm going to also go ahead and get some letters for you. Okay, you guys, these are the letters that popped out for you. Go ahead and see if you can find your name, your initials. If there's a person involved today, their name, their initials, or words that may be significant for you guys in regards to today's pick a card. Now, I do believe the word sister is in here, you guys, and I just noticed that because of the SIS, okay? So I don't know if you guys, the companion that's coming up is your sister, or perhaps you were traveling with your sister or to see your sister, but your sister could be involved in today's reading, okay? If you have a sister, obviously. If you don't have a sister, then you're like, oh, what are you talking about, Cenus? These are the other letters that popped out for you guys, so there you go. Now, in regards to the notes that came out, number one, we have love yourself, which I always love it and appreciate it when this comes out, because obviously loving yourself is very important. We have high roller, you guys. This is talking about taking risks, you guys, okay? Someone was trying to correct me on like what that meant, but I put like notes in here, you guys, based on like my own interpretation of the word and like what it is that anyways, high roller's taking risks, okay? Taking risks. We have unexpected. That could be unexpected news coming in. That could be that unexpected situation with gaining that freedom, or perhaps the abundance with the Jupiter, the expansion. We have body. This could be working on your body. Now, working on your body does not mean losing weight. That does not mean gaining weight. It doesn't mean gaining muscle. It doesn't mean losing muscle. Working on your body is curated for you, loving your body, okay? Maybe we just need to help moisturize, all right, you guys? Maybe we just need to exfoliate some more. It just is dependent on you. But I see that as like self-care, right? When the body comes up. Now, we also have workaholic, which I think makes a lot of sense, because again, I do feel like the biggest blessings taking place in your guys' life in regards to this change that's happening is in regards to your career and your education, learning, and the abundance, right? We have take action, you guys. Take action. We have facial hair, which this is in the wrong bowl. This is supposed to be in another bowl, but perhaps you're meeting someone with facial hair that you really like. Okay, I don't know. We have works with hands. All right, so some of you guys watching this, maybe people who work with your hands. This could include like typing a lot, or perhaps doing some type of like job where your hands get dirty, or it requires you to use your hands a lot. We have let loose. Oh my goodness. Let loose. We have October as well. So October could be a significant month for all of this. We also have Libra, you guys, which is also connected to October, because obviously Libra season is in October. And then we have the 29th. But the 29th of October is definitely Scorpio season, so shout out to the Scorpios watching. Honorable mention, but you could be turning 29. Perhaps something significant happening on the 29th in regards to that abundance, the expansion, the transformation. But yeah, that is what I have for you guys. Group number 1. Let me know below if this resonated. Thank you guys. I love you, and I'll talk to you really soon. Okay, bye. Hello, group 2. Welcome to your guys' reading. Let's go ahead and roll some dice. Cancer and Capricorn, the mother and the father. Hello. We have Aquarius and Sagittarius. Hello. Gemini and Virgo. Mercury people. Leo and Scorpio. So sorry, I hit the mic. I'm sorry. Virgo and Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, you guys. If there's anyone involved today, that could also be their Sun, Moon, Rising. Saturn as well, because Saturn pops up maybe first house, because the first house pops up in the oracle card. So, starting off, you guys, I broke the tarot cards, just the tarot cards, down into specific questions. So each card or each set of cards is representing the answer to those specific questions. So the first question I asked was, what was or what is going to be the biggest change occurring for group number freaking 1 or 2? Sorry, group 2. You guys are 2. Here's the thing, guys, right? Here's the thing. We have this 3 of Cups. Now, the 3 of Cups represents happiness, celebration, coming together with friends and family and celebrating, okay? So I don't know if this is indicative of like you guys celebrating somebody's birthday, perhaps having like a family reunion, perhaps getting together with a large group of friends or friends you have not seen in a long time. I don't know if this is indicative of a wedding, okay, because obviously you would come together with people when there's a wedding or some type of... This could also be a birth, you guys, and I know I'm being very broad right now with the description of this particular card, but it's because of everything that comes afterwards that makes me feel like this is more very like zeroing in on a specific event that's happening in your life. Does that make sense? I don't feel like this is the overall energy of the change that's happening, but I feel like there is an event happening in your life where you will be celebrating with family or with friends, and this event is going to be very important, okay? I don't want to say life-changing, but it could be life-changing. Maybe you yourself are expecting a child and you're like celebrating the birth of your child. Perhaps if you have young children, it could be like celebrating their birthday. This could even be in celebration of receiving some type of good news in regards to your health or somebody else's health. I don't touch on health in regards to like my tarot readings. I do personally, but like not when it comes to, I don't feel comfortable with it. And I know some readers do. I don't feel comfortable with it. I feel like that's really inappropriate. So I'm just going to leave it there. But my point is, I feel like there is an event. It's not the overall energy, but it's an event that is causing us to celebrate, okay? So please keep that in mind, you guys, because the rest of the reading, there is some interesting stuff going on. So I just wanted to really clarify and make sure that I made that clear, that this is more so giving me the feeling of something happening in our life that we're really excited about, and we are coming together with people and we're celebrating, right? So, biggest change, which again just makes me feel like a birth or like a marriage or a graduation, something big. It's like significant, okay? Moving along to our career/school situation. I'm seeing our career and our school or education system, situation, our education situation or our career situation, our job situation. I'm seeing it as us making progress very slowly, but it's like steadily, right? It's like I'm moving up or I'm moving forward. I'm gaining more knowledge. I'm getting a better understanding of what I want to do. I'm getting a better understanding of how to do my job, how to perfect my job. I'm getting a better understanding of like how to lay a nice foundation. Perhaps this is us investing in like our retirement fund, or us investing in stocks or crypto or buying a home, buying a property, or looking into buying a home or property, because I don't see this as buying a home or property, but like looking into it. The thing is, you guys, like the Knight of Pentacles is represented by all the earth signs. So Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Leo is here with strength. The thing with the Knight of Pentacles is it's the energy of like slow and steady wins the race. It's the energy of things are progressing, but they're perhaps not progressing as quickly as we would have wanted them to. And also, you guys, with any earth sign energy, it doesn't come without hard work, okay? The earth sign's got to work hard. So I just see this as you guys working really hard, being very practical in your career endeavors or again, your education endeavors, and things not progressing the way that you had wanted them to, but we are finding the strength to continue, or we're finding the strength to continue pushing on. And we are making grounds, right? Like we are gaining some type of like foundation here. We are gaining some type of like substantial momentum forward, but it's just, I feel like, not as quickly as we had hoped. Maybe we can even look at this as us slowing down with our career, or us slowing down with our education, taking a step back. Perhaps we need a breather. That's just for some of you. I know not all of you need to take time off or need to like take a break, but for some of you it could be us slowing down with all that. I feel like this strength is coming up because we are in need of this strength in order to continue. And I almost feel like you guys are surprising yourselves with how well you're able to endure this slow process, or this momentum forward that we're wanting to like speed up, or that we're working really hard on, right? I feel like we are in this space of like, I didn't think I was going to be able to do that, and I'm really proud of myself for being able to conquer the beast from within, or the desire to go out and party with my friends, or the desire to just spend time with my boyfriend and smooch up on him all night instead of studying. It feels like that. It feels like we are conquering something within inside of ourselves that has to do with our career or our education, okay? So I see this as like becoming more motivated, becoming more like putting in more effort, or again taking that step back and becoming more balanced. But it feels like this is not without effort. So nothing amazing, but nothing horrible. With the Knight of Pentacles, it does let me know though that you guys are going in the right direction in regards to your career and school situation. It just feels like it's like slow and steady, right? Pace yourself, make sure you're setting that nice strong foundation with that. And yeah, know it's going to take strength and time and energy. And that's what's going on with that, guys. Okay, so the next two cards we're talking about our love life, okay? So we have the Queen of Cups. So hello to all my water sign babies, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And we also have the Hermit. Hello to Virgos watching. So, you guys, basically what I am saying with this in regards to our love life, I feel like we're entering into a stage in our romantic life where we're feeling more connected to our emotions. Perhaps we're expressing our emotions more clearly. Honestly, if I'm just being like so blunt and like so real with you, I'm reading this as self-love, because the Hermit is indicative, or indicates going within, exploring yourself. It's connected to like spiritual journeys and things like that. And then with the Queen of Cups is connected to emotions and being nurturing. And if I'm just being honest, like with these two cards popping out together, I'm viewing this as self-love. I'm viewing this as like becoming a little bit addicted to taking care of yourself, or becoming addicted to like creating the best version of yourself, and creating a space where you feel very satisfied and content with you. That's not to say that there's not romantic love coming in your life, or that you're not going to have a beautiful, long-lasting relationship for those of you who are in a relationship. But it just feels like this energy of like us going within ourselves, being really raw and vulnerable with our emotions in regards to our love life. So if you guys do have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a husband or a wife or a partner, I just feel like you're going to be very, I don't want to say sensitive, but just in a state where your vulnerability is very heightened, okay? And expressing yourself is going to be something that just flows out. And I'm also feeling like it's a time within your romantic life for you to be gentle with yourself, but also very honest and aware of what it is that your soul wants in a partner, okay? So those are the changes that I feel like is occurring in your guys' love life. It's not bad energy. It's not like dun dun dun, but it just feels very serious. It feels very like we are in search of what is going to ultimately make us happy in regards to our love life. We are in search of inner peace. We're in search of like what does my soul want? Not my flesh, but my soul, you know? All right, now the last set of cards or tarot cards that I have for you guys is talking about travel, if travel shows up, and your personal relationships outside of romance, okay? So again, group number 2, I'm just feeling like a big change that's happening in your life is we are expressing our emotions very freely. You guys may be dealing with some type of stress in regards to a friend or a family member. I don't know if you have family members who are struggling. That's a possibility for some of you, and it may cause you to have a lot of stress, or it may be causing you to have a lot of like pent up emotions, and I feel like those emotions will be overflowing. You could even be having like a disagreement with a friend, or there could be something going on in your friend's life that is emotionally affecting you, or again, a family member's life that's emotionally affecting you, someone that you care about. But I am feeling like, in regards to your personal relationships outside of romance, I feel like this is talking about us being really worried about somebody in our life, and those emotions just not being able to control what comes up, not being able to necessarily control our tears, or perhaps some of you may be angry, some of you may be just really upset. This also indicates some type of like anxiety sometimes and depression. So taking care of our mental health in regards to like not allowing people to completely drain us of our energy, because that's kind of how I'm reading this, group number 2. I'm reading this as your family or your friends or someone in your personal life really draining you of your energy. And I'm not saying that they're bad people or that like you're not allowed to be there for them emotionally, but I want to encourage you guys to make sure that you take care of yourself. Again, really, really nurturing yourself and going within, taking care and nurturing this hermit energy. Don't feel bad if you have to pull back in order to preserve your own mental health, you guys, okay? And I don't see anything here with travel. Unless we're traveling to like, if we're traveling, it feels like traveling because of our mental health, or traveling that's going to cause us to feel a little bit sad, or it's like it doesn't feel like fun travel, right? Now that's a possibility because we do have the 3 of Cups here, but if I'm just being honest, it feels more internal, and I'm not seeing anything that is like screaming, we're traveling, you know? We have Saturn here for our first oracle card, you guys, and Saturn is talking about structure. This is Daddy Saturn. Okay, Daddy Saturn connected to Capricorn. This is, I think it's also connected to Aquarius, right? But whatever. Point is, Saturn is talking about us going through lessons in life, right? Learning lessons that may not be the easiest for us to learn. I'm also seeing this because it does say structure on this particular card. I feel like perhaps this is calling on you guys to create more structure in your life, okay? So perhaps we're going to be adopting a new routine, or a routine that fits us really well and helps us become more productive, helps us get things done with a lot more ease, or helps bring some type of like stability into our life, which may help our mental health. I know for some people, like having a routine feels very toxic for them, or feels very like stressful for them. I know for me personally, I'm someone who like needs a routine. I do horribly when I don't have a routine, okay? My 6th house is very heavy. So if I don't have a routine, I lose my freaking mind. But that may be something that some of you are looking into, creating a routine that is more suitable for yourself. For others of you, if you don't relate to that, this may be talking about lessons that you are learning that are causing some discomfort, or causing some type of questioning of your day-to-day, okay? The next card I have here is life purpose. All right, so perhaps we are reflecting upon what our life purpose is, why we are here, why we have reincarnated, who we are with. Again, you guys, it feels like a time in which we're really diving deep into our emotional self, into our spiritual self, into our soul. Going back to that Hermit card, you guys, going within and really asking those difficult questions, okay? Seeking answers from ourselves. We may really be looking at like, what do I want to do long term? Is what I'm doing right now sustainable for me? Like, can I keep doing this for years and years and years? If the answer is no, we may be readjusting or reconstructing where it is we see ourselves going, or what it is we want to do, okay? This life purpose for me feels like us reflecting upon what it is we want to do for the long term, and not just what's happening in the immediate time, right? We have know your worth. So obviously this card, it's the skunk spirit. Obviously this card, you guys, is calling for you to understand your worth, to understand that your feelings are valuable and they're not any more or any less important than anyone else's. What you're going through is important. I feel like for some of you, you may feel like you're not allowed to complain, or you're not allowed to feel like sorry for yourself because this person's going through that and that person's going through this. And it's like everyone's experience is valid, right? And if you feel like your experience right now is tough, or challenging, you're allowed to feel those emotions, and you need to know that like you don't need to be going through freaking the worst things ever in order to feel your emotions. Also, know your worth is talking about not settling, you guys. Not settling for things that are not in alignment with what it is that your soul wants. Not settling for things that don't truly make you happy. Really entering into that energy of like, I deserve to be happy. I deserve what I want, and I'm not going to settle for less, okay? I feel like we're discovering a lot of what we want, you guys, through that hermit mode, through really getting more connected to our emotions. The next card we have here is the first house of the body, okay? So perhaps you guys are making changes to your physical body. Perhaps, again, this is talking about mental health, because obviously the body connected to our brain. So perhaps we're making changes in our life to help improve our mental health. Perhaps we're making changes in our life to again, change our body, or to change what we look like physically. This doesn't have to mean lose weight or gain weight. This could mean we're changing our hair. Perhaps we're changing our style. Perhaps we are getting tattoos. Perhaps we are, it could, go on and on and on, you guys. So please don't think that I'm saying anything about needing to change what you look like in order to fit in or to fit the beauty standards. That's not what I'm saying. But we could just be making changes to our physical body. Now, we also have, and I find this card rather interesting, we have Amara here, and it says, Wander Voyage, Crossing Deep Waters, Pilgrimage, Journey of the Soul. Are we traveling? For some of you, perhaps. Okay, for some of you, perhaps. However, the main thing I'm getting from this card, you guys, is the journey of the soul. So again, there's a lot of transformation that's taking place in our life, you guys, but it feels for the most part internal. It feels for the most part like it's like in our soul that we are changing, in our soul that we are transforming, okay? So I want you guys to understand that if you're going through a difficult time, it's going to be okay. Transformation is never easy. Transformation is never, super smooth, because obviously when we step out of our comfort zone and we do things that are a little bit different or foreign, we're going to be uncomfortable. So I want you guys to just take that and understand that like things will get better and things will smooth out. I don't want you to worry about, oh my gosh, I'm always going to feel this uncomfortable, or oh my gosh, I'm never going to reach like my ultimate happiness. I want you to settle into the idea that like transformation brings challenges, okay? And that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Now, the last card I have for you guys is Hermit, which we obviously have that Hermit here. I feel like this is a focal point for you guys in regards to the major change taking place in your life. It says, seek solitude and focus intensely on inner life. Serve personal creativity. Okay, so you guys, the change taking place for you guys, the main change, the main focal point of the change, I feel like is about you understanding yourself a little bit more, perhaps working on your mental health, perhaps figuring out, like, again, a routine that really makes you happy or makes you satisfied, questioning what it is you want to do long term or what it is that you are meant to do, really getting connected with your life purpose and who it is that you are on a deeper level than just a surface, like, So that's what I'm getting, you guys, with the cards. It feels like an internal transformation taking place. I'm going to go ahead and roll. You have complex. I'm going to go ahead and get some little notes for you guys really quick. Oh. Okay. I'm going to also get some letters for you. Alright, you guys, so these are all the letters that fell out. Or no, that I caught. These are the letters. These are the letters, you guys. Find your name, your initials, this person's name. If there's a person involved today, their initials, words that may be significant for you in regards to this reading. Do we have the word hermit in here? Let's see. H-E-R. We don't have an M. We do have an I and a T. So all we're missing is an M. But I just felt like I wanted to look for that. Anyways, moving on. For the notes, we have starting over, which this does, again, you guys, feel like a deeply intense, emotional, spiritual, soul level change. It feels like a lot of internal change, right, guys? We also have moving on. So starting over, moving on, a little connected. We have intense, which, yeah, I do feel like the change that's taking place, you guys, is intense. And the reason why it's showing up as so intense, or it feels so intense, is again because it's internal. It's not just like, and I do feel like for some of you it's external as well. But when we go through an internal change, I do feel like that's a lot different than us, like, you know, moving houses, or us getting a new car. Like, I feel like that's different. Like, it's more permanent, because like obviously, like, we're gonna move, we're gonna acquire new items, we're gonna, you know, do this in our job, and that, like, things can change that don't have that same effect as like an internal change. Internal changes tend to be a little bit more permanent, and they feel a lot more intense than just like, oh, I got a new car today. Like, oh, that's exciting, but it's not like, I wouldn't say it's an intense emotion, right? We have intelligent as well, okay? So this could be us perhaps gaining more knowledge to the situation. I would say whenever Saturn shows up in a reading for me, it indicates lessons and learning and things like that. So I do see that as us having our intelligence expanded upon. We have masculine energy here, so shout out to all the masculines watch. Rebel. Okay, we have a rebel. So perhaps you guys are rebelling against perhaps the past norms, or perhaps you're rebelling against people who aren't valuing you. Perhaps you're rebelling against the external, which is why the internal is going through so much like internal change. We also have late 20s. So some of you watching this may be in your late 20s. Perhaps you're dealing with someone who's in their late 20s. We have complex as well, complexity. We have the letter T. So ta. T is emphasized. Your name may start with a T. Perhaps T is in regards to that travel. Perhaps T is in regards to, I was going to say turmoil. That's like the first word that came into my head, but like, let's hope not turmoil. But yeah, guys, that's what I have for you. Let me know below if this resonated. The new change that's happening for you guys is internal change. And I know the headline of this reading is like new and exciting change. And I know this sounds rough, but self-discovery and understanding our life purpose and going through lessons is exciting. It's not exciting in the moment, and it's rough in the moment, but once we get out onto the other side, it's worth it. And I feel like we are then able to like reap the rewards of our hard work going through the transformation, right? So I'm sorry it was rougher. I love you. Let me know below if this resonated. Thank you, and I'll talk to you really soon. Okay, bye. Hello, group 3. Welcome to your guys' reading. I'm going to go ahead and roll my dice. We have Pisces and we have Libra. Hello, Pisces. Hello, Libra. We have Aries and Leo. Hello, Aries. Hello, Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising. Pisces and Scorpio. One more. Leo. Sagittarius. Hello, you guys. Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay. So the way I broke down the cards, you guys, is I wanted to ask specific questions. So that's each pile of cards is indicating an answer to the specific questions that I asked. So, first question, you guys, was what is the biggest change taking place for group number 3? The biggest change occurring for you guys, group 3, is jealousy. Okay, now I'm seeing this as you guys acquiring something or moving up in a position in your career, or receiving some type of accolade in your education, or perhaps even in your career, perhaps getting engaged, perhaps falling in love, perhaps buying a home, getting a new car, receiving something, having some type of blessing come into your life that other people are a wee bit jealous of, okay? And perhaps people are asking you a lot of questions in regards to this blessing. Perhaps people are making you feel as if you don't deserve this blessing, or making you feel like you have to fight or be very territorial over this blessing, okay? So that's how I'm seeing this. As you guys can see here, this guy, he's sitting up on top of a hill, and all these people are down there like, you don't deserve this blessing. And he's like, no, yes I do. Mind your business, okay? I'm gonna whack you in the head with my stick. You better mind your business. That's what this is saying, okay, guys? So you feel territorial over something that you possess, or something that you are going to possess. Again, whether that's like a raise in your job, or moving up in regards to like responsibilities in your career. Perhaps this is receiving again some type of acknowledgement or accolade educational wise or in your career. Perhaps this is talking about falling in love and just being like, I'm so freaking in love. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's like an ex is like pissed off that you have fallen in love, or your friend who is like single and like lonely is like pissed off that you met someone and you're spending all your time with them. Like it feels like you have received something that you want, something that you worked hard for, something that you deserve, but other people are like a little bit jealous, okay? And you're feeling the need to like defend yourself or defend your relationship or defend your position, okay? That's the biggest change taking place. So yay, but also like we gotta whack people, right? Now, in regards to your career / education, because I did ask, like, what is the biggest change taking place in group number 3's career / education? We have a victory here, okay? We have a victory and we have like a burst of energy coming in, a burst of new ideas, a reinstatement of our excitement, right? That's what the Ace of Swords talks about. And again, some type of victory, some type of like, as you guys can see, he's like literally on his white steed with his little garland, like, I am triumphant, okay? I am victorious, honey. So I'm just seeing you guys kind of coming out on top or achieving something in your career or with your education that you really wanted to achieve. And you're feeling inspired by this achievement. You're feeling like refreshed and you're like, yes, this is the boost that I needed. This is the push forward that I needed in order to keep going. I'm also feeling like new ideas are coming to your guys' mind and you're getting very creative with like how does it you make money or with what it is that you're doing in regards to school or how it is that you're going about like managing your study schedule. I'm also seeing this, you guys, as again like just having success, having some more I don't want to say abundance because success isn't indicative of abundance necessarily. You can be successful and it's not in correlation with how much money you're receiving, but progress forward, accomplishments, reaching milestones perhaps. If you have like a goal that you're trying to hit, this could be indicating that you are reaching that goal and there is some type of victory here, okay? So also a lot of like inspiration is coming in. So I don't know if you're meeting someone who is like inspiring you to create or inspiring you to go into a different direction, but that's a possibility for some of you. Now, in regards to your love life, we are being inquisitive, we're asking a lot of questions, and there may be a surprise or a dream scenario playing out for you guys, okay? So for those of you in a relationship, this could be you and your partner speaking on the future, asking each other a lot of questions in regards to like what you guys want for the future, where you see the relationship going, what you want as individuals in the relationship. The Page of Cups could be indicating you guys playing out some type of dream scenario. So maybe you, for example, this is just an example, you and your partner may want to, or you have this dream of going to Paris and having dinner at the Eiffel Tower, or going to Bali and spending a nice beautiful vacation with your partner, and it's like a dream scenario of yours. Perhaps you guys are playing that out, and obviously it doesn't have to be connected to travel, you guys. It could be something simple like getting a puppy together, or something simple like moving in together. I don't know, decorating, making a cake, freaking, I don't know, falling in love. I don't know, you guys, okay? But we are playing out some type of dream scenario. Or it could be a surprise coming into your love life. So perhaps if you guys are single, you're meeting someone new. You're really surprised about this connection. You guys are getting to know each other and ask a lot of questions. There's a lot of back and forth, a lot of inquisitive energy going on, a lot of curiosity going on. We are exploring our surprising options, okay? So someone may even hit you up. Someone may even contact you out of the blue and be like, I know Mercury right now is currently in retrograde, and for me personally, yeah, the hit up is real. Anyways, so the last question I wanted to ask is about your personal life, you guys. So like personal relationships outside of romance. I also wanted to ask about travel. Obviously the world is here, so that is indicative that for some of you, you may be looking to travel. You may be planning, I'm not trying to flip you off, I'm so sorry. You may be planning to travel, or you may be like looking at flights or looking at different destinations that you want to travel to in the future. Perhaps you are booking those flights. But in regards to your friends friends and family, I do feel like there is this energy here of you guys feeling left out in the cold or feeling forgotten. The way we can read this, you guys, in a reading, we could look at this as like our friends not inviting us out to dinner or not inviting us out to their birthday party, or perhaps we're being left out of like a family event, or perhaps we're feeling like our feelings around certain situations going on with our friends or our family don't matter, and we're just feeling a little bit like, I don't want to say jaded, but just a little bit like, you left me out. I feel left out. I feel like you don't care about my opinion, or you don't care about what's going on with me. Perhaps you're in a friendship right now or a family situation where you feel like the effort is very lopsided. I do feel like for some of you, you may be ending friendships, or you may be ending cycles with friends, right? So perhaps you're setting up boundaries and you're saying, look, I'm no longer going to be okay with you treating me like this. That could also go for family members, where you're setting up those boundaries and you're saying, this is the completion of that cycle, and I will no longer allow you to treat me like this. But there's definitely like a wrapping up of cycles and feeling a little bit betrayed or feeling a little bit left out. And that's why we're wrapping up the cycles. We're saying this is no longer going to be taking place. Okay. So now with the sun here, you guys, also I want to just go back to the jealousy. I'm sorry, it just hit me. I want to go back to the jealousy. Perhaps we're feeling like our family or our friends are overstepping our boundaries with their opinions. Perhaps they're coming off very jealous of this new person that you're dating, or this new opportunity that you have received, and you're feeling like you're not being supported, right? Because this Five of Pentacles could indicate like not feeling supported, again, feeling left out in the cold, feeling forgotten. So perhaps that's where this jealousy is coming in, and perhaps this is indicating us like whacking our family members and being like, this is not your life, mind your business. Or our friends, mind your business, be happy for me, okay? I just wanted to state that before I move on. Anyways, so the next one we have here is the sun, you guys. So the sun is indicating warmth, vitality, success. Where is your sun in your birth chart, you guys? I would like you to look that up right now. For those of you with your sun in your second house or your sun in your 10th house, I do feel like this may be connected to that. But however, anyways, the sun is talking about success. It's talking about vitality. I do feel like this is almost talking about you guys having some type of like solar power, and I don't mean literally, but I mean like having this vitality, or again this solar power behind you, pushing you forward to this success, to this victory, perhaps to that re-inspiration. But this is a good sign, you guys, that everything, like the change that is occurring, is really positive and really bright, right? Because the sun is bright. Now moving on, you guys, we have travel and we have compassion, which I think is so freaking interesting, you guys, because she has the world here in her hand with the compassion. So I do feel like travel is something that's significant. And even with the whole like outside relationships and travel, the world popped up again. So like I really feel like for a lot of you, you guys are traveling either long distance or short distance, but I feel like travel is going to become very important to you guys, or a focal point for some of you. Now, this travel could also be indicating like some type of transformation, which obviously this is change taking place in your life. This is compassion perhaps for others, perhaps those people around you who are exuding that jealous energy, or those people around you who are perhaps leaving you out of certain situations. I'm not saying you need to excuse people's bad behavior, but perhaps this is just saying like, remember to have compassion for those who perhaps are in less fortunate positions, or perhaps who are going through a more difficult time. Again, not excusing their behavior, but just being a little bit more compassionate. Again, I just feel like you guys are traveling, or you're really wanting to travel, you're looking into travel, or you're trying to save up for travel. That could even be moving, you guys. So maybe you are saving up to move into a different home, a different apartment or flat, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, if we're not like traveling for fun or for pleasure or for work, it could be that we're traveling, literally moving. All right, so the next one we have here is the Vulture, and it says nothing wasted. So I see this as us becoming very resourceful, okay? Us becoming very resourceful in what it is that we are doing in our day to day, not allowing opportunities to pass us by, taking every opportunity that is presented to us. I don't want to say being an opportunist, but perhaps being a little bit of an opportunist, you guys, which is not a bad thing. It's a positive thing. So beautiful, love it. Be a vulture. Do it, okay? The next one we have here is Atlantis, and it says rapid development, excel, and success. It's almost as if the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Wands came out, which indicates victory. So again, I do feel like this is connected to your career because obviously it's rapid development, excel, and success, Atlantis. So again, I do feel like there is higher levels of happiness or success taking place in your career. This obviously could be talking about in regards to your love life as well, because your love life doesn't necessarily have like that heavy energy that your personal relationships do. But I'm just seeing this as like us receiving, again, some type of victory, some type of success. We have the 5th house of creativity. So group number 3. Being creative and expressing our creative nature and exploring our passions is very important. Going towards what makes us happy, I feel like is going to make such a huge difference for us in this upcoming horizon. I feel like doing things that bring us pleasure and joy and not just succumbing to the mundane, not just succumbing to things that we feel like, oh, I have to freaking do this, but like really indulging in our pleasures, really indulging in what makes us happy. This could also indicate children as well sometimes, you guys. So keep that in mind. All right. The last card is the Seeker, which I'm going to say it one more time. You guys are looking to travel. You have a desire to travel. I'm not saying you are for sure 100% traveling, because obviously traveling takes funds and not everyone watching this has the funds to do so. But I almost feel like for a lot of you, we are daydreaming about traveling, or we're making plans to travel, or we're saying this is happening. Like, I'm going to make this happen one way or another. This could also be indicating us seeking some type of knowledge, you guys, okay? It says thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. So again, yeah, seeking some type of knowledge. Perhaps we're taking on some type of extra learning, or perhaps we're reading more books that are opening up our eyes to different ways of thinking, changing our perspective. I really do see this, you guys, though, as us traveling, or us having a desire to travel and looking into that deeper. I'm gonna go ahead, you guys, and get some notes for you really quick. Can I get interesting dice now, or letters? I don't know why I always say dice. Why do I do that? Anyways, letters. These are letters that popped out for you guys. Go and see if you can find your name, your initials, this person's name, this person's initials, or words that may be significant for you guys in regards to today's pick a card. Okay, so I find the notes so interesting, you guys, okay? First of all, we have a government job. So I don't know if any of you guys work in the government, or if there's anyone who is involved in today's reading who works in the government, but government job. September. Okay, shout out to September. So your birthday may be in September. There may be significant events going on in September. You guys may be traveling in September. So yeah, there's that. We also have money, okay, which the most positive, I feel like, section or question that popped up in today's reading was in regards to your career or education situation, also with travel. So money is popping up. I find that really interesting. We have artist here, you guys, okay? Artist. So some of you guys watching this may be artists. Perhaps you are getting success or receiving success with your artistry. We have bold. Perhaps you are acting very boldly. Perhaps that is a major change occurring. We also have rare, okay? So there may be a rare situation taking place in your life, which could be the exciting new change. We also have luck is on your side, you guys. We have professional. So again, I really am just feeling like your professional life is being highlighted in today's pick a card. We have calling /text. Okay, perhaps you guys are wanting to start your own business and you're spending a lot of time on the phone or sending out emails or things like that, calling / text. That could also be talking about that surprising situation with your love life. Perhaps you're communicating via, the phone, which makes sense. We have brave. Brave, bold coming up makes me feel like perhaps some of you guys are looking at traveling like solo, which I know can be a little bit scary at times. So that's a possibility. We have misunderstood. That could be in regards to the jealousy coming up, or perhaps the feeling left out in the cold. We have 2 or the second. So perhaps this 2 is talking about a birthday or a significant date. And we have the letter I being highlighted. I feel like that's saying I did this. I deserve this. I worked hard for this, right? That's just what I'm feeling based on the cards. Anyways, group number 3, that's what I have for you guys. Overall, it feels like success and creativity, and in your love life, it feels like things are happening that are like things that we dreamed of, things that we wanted. We're being more inquisitive. We're asking more questions. There is a cycle coming to a close in regards to our personal relationships that are non-romantic. That's not meaning that we're ending things forever. It could just mean that we have to restructure the boundaries of those relationships or the boundaries of those dynamics, right? So that's what I have for you guys, group number 3. Let me know below if this resonated. Thank you guys. I love you, and I'll talk to you really soon. Okay, bye. Okay, hi, group number 4. Welcome to my final group. I dropped the dice. Okay, so we're gonna roll the dice, guys. It's been a little rough. Gemini and Capricorn. Taurus and Aries. Taurus and Pisces. Virgo and Sagittarius. Taurus and Taurus and Cancer. Okay, so hello Taurus, hello Cancer, hello to everybody else. Gemini, Pisces. Yeah, Pisces, you're showing up in the cards as well. Also all the fire signs. Yep, all the fire signs. Okay, so the way I broke down the cards, you guys, at least the tarot cards, is I wanted to ask specific questions. So each card or each set of cards is indicating the answer to those questions. The first question I asked you guys was, what is the biggest change occurring for group number 4? Well, why did you guys get the freaking Empress? Like, we don't need the rest of the reading. We just don't. So the way I'm interpreting this, you guys, is us stepping into our highest potential. Us stepping into a state where we are exuding our feminine energy. Feminine energy is indicating with this card specifically creativity, living our best life, living as luxurious as our budget is allowing us to, perhaps striving for more financial security, perhaps striving for more independence, perhaps striving again to create and to push more out into the world. But for the Empress to show up, you guys, as you're like, what's the biggest change occurring? I think this is amazing. I do think that we're having a little bit of a mountain to climb before we get to this Empress, but this is worth it, okay? This Empress is literally, we should all aspire to be this freaking Empress. Whether you are a man or a woman, this is beautiful energy to be welcoming in. So get excited, group 4, because the fact that the Empress is your biggest change coming in tells me that there's a lot of blessings coming your way, okay? The next question I asked you guys was, what major changes going on for group number 4 in regards to their career / education? You guys got the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands indicates being a free spirit, all right? It indicates wanting to explore. Sometimes this talks about taking a spiritual path. The way that I'm seeing this, though, you guys, is perhaps you're playing around with the idea of changing up careers or changing up what it is you're studying in school. Perhaps you're wanting to bring in energy that is more free-flowing or less more like the ocean and less like a stream, you know, there's more movement, there's more free flowing energy, and it's not so narrow and like this is the path you're taking and you can't go this way or that way because there's no room. It feels very just open and free and wanting to welcome in that energy. Perhaps you guys are looking into careers that are going to challenge you more, or that are going to enable you to bring in more of the energy of being able to explore or being able to grow and learn and expand your knowledge. But I'm just seeing this as us having I'm gonna say a desire or like a taste for wanting to have more freedom in regards to our career. Maybe you guys are even wanting to become independent and not have someone like tell you what to do. So perhaps you're looking for jobs that are remote, or jobs that are careers that are more flexible with their schedule. But this is, or doing something that you're passionate about, right? But this is wanting more freedom in our career, or wanting more expansion, right? It could also be talking about you guys looking at a career in regards to like bringing your spirituality into that, or bringing some aspects of spirituality into your career. This could be like a yoga instructor. This could be talking about wanting to practice Reiki, an array of different things, you guys, okay? So that is that. Now for your love life, you guys, I'm not like, good, look, we got the Empress. This is the biggest change occurring. Good stuff. So like, stay with me. We have the Tower and we have the Ten of Cups. And I'm only laughing because the Ten of Cups is here. If it was just the Tower, I would not be laughing, you guys. Here's the thing. Stuff's gonna hit the fan. All right, there may be a deconstructing of our relationships that we currently have, our romantic relationships that we currently have. There may be a falling out. There may be a breakup. There may be some type of hoopla going on, okay? This could be talking about quite literally like finding out our partner's cheating on us. If we're single, this could be us perhaps having like a breakdown about being single, or being really discouraged about our love life and just being like, forget it, I'm done. I recently had this moment in regards to my love life where I was just like, let me be alone, okay? Let me be alone because I'm not, like, this isn't worth it, right? So I'm just seeing this, you guys, though, as our love life being reconstructed. Some type of perspective is being upheaved, or some type of dynamic is being rearranged or destroyed or brought down. And again, this could be representing your perspective of love and like having a complete like turnaround. And the reason why I'm getting that is because we have the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is literally probably one of the best cards you can get in regards to your romantic love life. This is talking about starting a family. This is talking about coming into union with your husband, with your wife, with your soulmate, with your partner, okay? This is having complete and total emotional happiness. Now, there's a couple of different ways that we could read this, you guys. This could be us becoming very content and very happy with us being alone, like sincerely being like, I don't want a partner, I just want to be alone. And us genuinely feeling happy about that. Now, I don't feel like most people genuinely have a desire to be alone. So I don't want all of you to take that. I just want those of you who genuinely like have no romantic interest, no romantic desires to take that, because that's how we can see that for those people. But for everyone else who like wants love, who wants a relationship, who wants a soulmate even, I'm seeing this as major a bomb going off in your love life, a major bomb, a major deconstruction, a major things being wiped out and changed and rearranged, and us being left perhaps being a little bit devastated. But through this devastation, through this tower being brought down, it's clearing the way for us to find our emotional happiness. It's clearing the way for us to find someone who is better suited for us, or it's clearing the way for us to be more open to having this like true love come in, okay? So I think this is beautiful. I think this is perfect. I think this is script worthy, movie worthy, novel-worthy romance, okay? That's how I see this. So please don't get discouraged that the tower's coming up. I know whenever people get readings and the tower comes up, it's like, that freaking sucks. It sucks if there was no happy ending. It would suck if there was no Ten of Cups, right? But there is, so beautiful. And you guys, I just want to also say, when I was shuffling, I should have shuffled on camera today, but when I was shuffling, I wasn't like, oh, can I get clarification, or can you give me more than one card on this? It literally just came up, they just popped up together. So I want you to understand that I wasn't like asking again. If the Tower would have just popped up, I would have been like, look, it's not good. But it didn't come up like that. They did come up together, so I just want you to be aware of that. Now, the next card we have here is in regards to travel, your personal relationships, and things that aren't involved with love or career, things like that, okay? Secrets are being revealed. This could be like family secrets that were hidden and like buried. This could be secrets between friends coming to light. This could be perhaps us finally seeing the truth of a situation or the truth of a friendship, the truth of a family connection. Now, in regards to travel, I don't necessarily feel like this is indicative of you guys traveling. I don't think anything else in the cards is indicating any type of travel to me. But yeah, so main thing with this card, you guys, in your personal relationships, in your friendships, in your family memberships, I'm feeling like there is some type of revelation coming to light. Now, this doesn't have to be bad. It doesn't have to be good either. It's just some type of revelation or some type of truth, some type of knowledge that we did not previously have, okay? This could also be talking about some type of psychic intuition or psychic knowing. Perhaps there's going to be some type of deja vu occurring within the family system or within your friendships. So there's that. Someone may be revealing their true selves to you as well. There may be some type of like taking off the mask, okay? Now, we have the North Node. Now, the North Node talks about where you are meant to be, your destiny. So the change taking place in your guys' life could be very much connected to your destiny or where it is you are meant to go, where it is you are supposed to be. So that is a really good sign, you guys, especially because there is good stuff coming in here with this Empress and even with the Page of Wands and even with the whole Tower situation. And again, the Moon is not necessarily good or bad. It's just things being revealed. So I want you guys to keep in mind that whatever is taking place, whatever change is occurring, we're on the right path, okay? Just trust the process. That's what I want to say with that. The next card I have here, you guys, is a commitment, okay? And we're tying the knot here. We're tying the knot here, you guys, okay? So someone in your life may be ready to commit to you. Again, with the Tower and the Ten of Cups, I do feel like there is a major focal point on your love life, on your romantic life, major change. And this commitment could be, again, coming after that Tower card, but there is some type of commitment or some type of reinstating of the bonds. I do feel like this is also talking about yin and yang energy, so coming together perhaps with your opposite or coming together perhaps with someone who is very different from you. We have Femme Fatale, and it says, highlight the erotic energy of the feminine, opens up your heart when your dependency is rejected. So we can see this, you guys, as us stepping again into our feminine energy, us using our body, our charm, our adult energy to get what we want, us being perhaps a little bit flirtatious, a little bit seductive, if you will. Now, this could also be something that we are using in our career. It doesn't just have to be with our love life. We could also be using this in our career, using our charm, using our seductive nature to receive what we want. This could also be talking about that mystery going on with your friends or your family. Perhaps there is some type, again, revealing or some type of like things that are trying to be hidden or put like on the hush hush. Using our sensual nature to receive blessings or to receive what we want. Which I don't think there's anything wrong with that, you guys. Like, if it's been given to you, use it, right? That's how I feel. Use all the tools in your toolbox. The next card I have here is sacrifice. And it says, there are those worth making, there are those who will destroy you. With this card, group 4, obviously, the sacrifice is connected to this Tower card, okay? So we are releasing certain things, especially in our love life. We're releasing these things, you guys, because it's necessary. It's because this Tower is no longer worth holding on to. It's not viable. It's not an option. and holding on to this is going to bring us nothing but sadness and sorrow and heartbreak and difficulties. And I do believe the best thing to do in this situation is to let it go so that we can welcome in that 10 of Cups, right? Sacrifice is hard, but when we sacrifice, you guys, we make room for new things to grow. We make room for things that are actually viable to happen. So don't hold yourself back from trying to keep things that are familiar in your life. Don't hold back, or don't try to hold on to things that are familiar just because they're familiar, right? That's going to hold you back from receiving what it is that you deserve, from receiving your blessings with that 10 of Cups. We have the bat spirit here, you guys, and it says a rebirth is assured. So obviously with this card, you guys, a rebirth is assured with this reading. We're having a rebirth, we're having a change, which makes sense with the reading. Final cards we have here, you guys, are a lunar eclipse, change, and the North Node, life purpose. So we are having major changes, you guys. And again, the North Node popped up earlier already. We're having major changes that have to do with our life purpose. And I needed clarification on this because I feel like this is so bland and so just like, okay, I'm having changes that are leading me down my life purpose. Like, what does that mean? These changes are connected to something that you've been working on. Your life purpose is connected to something that I feel like is already in your life and something that you've already been really focused on, okay? You've been tending to it, you've been nurturing it, you've been trying to make it grow. This is our pumpkin patch that we have worked hard on, okay? This is our apple tree, this is our squash, this is our strawberry fields, okay? We have been tending to it. This is our garden, okay? That's what I'm saying. This is our garden. We've been putting the work in. We've been putting the effort in. We've been taking care of our business. And now it's time to receive. Now it's time to receive that harvest, you guys. So we did just have a lunar eclipse, you guys. And lunar eclipse, I'm so sorry that I'm like fumbling the cards. Lunar eclipses do tend to affect us for longer than just the duration of the actual eclipse. So I am feeling like perhaps this change has already started to occur. You perhaps have already started to see momentum take place with whatever it is, again, that you've been working on. And whatever you've been working on or whatever you've been tending to and focusing on, putting your energy in, I feel like is a part of your life purpose, okay? So all these cards are falling. That lunar eclipse could also be connected to that tower energy, okay, you guys, leading you down your life purpose, leading you to, again, your ultimate happiness, your ultimate rainbow moment. So I'm going to go ahead, you guys, and pull some notes from the bowl really quick. Oh my God. I'll accept it. I'm going to go ahead and also get some letters. These are all the letters that popped out for you guys. Group number 4, go ahead and see if you can find your name, your initials, this person's name, this person's initials, or words that may be significant for you guys in regards to today's pick a card. Okay, so for the letters, or for the notes, we have online. Virgo. Okay, Virgo. We have mutual. We have curiosity. Take a chance. 5 years. Wild. Reliable. We have roller coaster. We have March. This could be your birthday. I know you can't really see that, but your birthday, perhaps someone who's involved in today's reading, their birthday. We have let go, or letting go. We also have loose ends, okay? Oh. Loose ends. We have rich. Rich. We have clever. We have confidence. We have stable. We have winter. We have unusual. Uphill. Spider. Let's talk about overcoming fear. We have the 16th, you guys, okay? The 16th. That could be your birthday, someone who's involved today, their birthday. We also have April, so April 16th, maybe May 16th. I know that just passed. So April, May. I don't know why May's coming up in my mind, but I just feel like May may be a situation for some of you. We have the rising, okay? So that could be talking about rising up. That could also be indicative of your rising sign showing up today. We have number 1. And then we have extra letters in the notes. We have F. We have E. We have B. And we have U. So that is what I have for you guys, group number 4. Overall, what feels like is changing, the new changes occurring for you, are a lot of transformation. It may get a little bit bumpy. Your career feels like you're wanting to embrace more wild energy, more free energy, more expansive energy, ways to grow, ways to learn, ways to, again, just have more freedom. Your love life feels complicated, but ultimately beautiful and ultimately going to be very rewarding. I do feel like, again, we are harvesting something that we have planted a while ago. I do feel like that the harvest is changing. It's leading you to your life purpose. We're sacrificing things, and I do feel like the sacrifice is very much connected to your love life. And yeah, things are being revealed. So that's what I have for you guys, group number 4. Let me know below if this resonated or if you're excited. I know it's a little bit complex, but yeah, that's what I have. Thank you. I love you, and I'll talk to you guys really soon.